What's going on, everybody? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Memphis Conservative channel. If you have subscribed already, subscribe and hit that like button and share this video and comment down below. So, first of all, shout out to Breitbart for bringing this story. Um, this happened out there in Alabama. An illegal alien gang member charged with murdering a woman, her teen daughter, her 2-year-old son, in a gruesome stabbing. My question is, why is this right here is not, headline news when these crazy off the chain illegal aliens like this, these real violent ones, then off or kill somebody, to kill somebody, whether it's gruesome or whatever, pointed, that they murder somebody. It's quite a few of these stories. And a lot of them has been going on the 4 years that the border's wide open. There's no telling, like I said, when that border's open like that, those 4 years, all these people that's over here, and Trump trying to round all these people up and get these people up out of here, especially these violent ones like this, the ones that don't have no kind of value for life, no kind of value. This little 2-year-old boy, he didn't get to live life. 2 years old. So I agree with the mass deportations. Round these folks up and send them back, because it's some real extreme violent ones here. So this reads: an illegal alien gang member living in the United States on temporary protected status. TPS, that's the same thing as the U.S. Supreme Court. They haven't made a decision yet where they're gonna let Trump do his mass deportation on the ones that's up under this temporary protected status thing. And this right here should be the reason why they need to rule in this administration favor on this. Is charged with the vicious murders of Aurelia Choke, her 17-year-old daughter, Nerica Choke, and her 2-year-old son, Anthony Choke, in Mobile County, Alabama. This week, Hector Ardente Guerrero, an illegal alien from El Salvador and member of the violent street gang known as Sir 13, appeared in a Mobile County courtroom to face capital murder charges. Arguelto Gura was denied bond at the hearing. The charges come after the Choke family's bodies were found in a wooded area near Summerdale, Alabama. Authorities have been searching for the family since January 31st. This is March. Jesus. Mobile County District Attorney Keith Blackwood said autopsies revealed that Choke and her 2 children were murdered using a sharp-edged weapon, calling their killings gruesome and horrific, with details too graphic to share with the public. That means this crazy man right here did a number on these people. He did something real awful of these people. And they're probably not saying it right now. There's no telling what he did to the mama and the daughter, other than the stabbing. If you get my drift, if you know what I mean. I wouldn't put it past. He did all of that. I wouldn't put it past him on that. That he didn't do that. What I'm talking about. And those you know what I'm talking about, y'all know what I'm talking about. What was I? I was sure that the findings are gruesome, Blackwood said. The findings are horrific. This family did not deserve to be killed in this way. Last month, Department of Homeland Security officials revealed that Agilto Guerrero had been able to stay in the U.S. on TPS. In 2015, for instance, Agilto Guerrero was the suspect in an attempted aggravated homicide case in his native El Salvador. That year, he was detained by federal agents in Texas after having fled El Salvador and crossing the U.S.-Mexico border illegally. After only a month in federal custody, only a month, Agilto Guerrero was released into the U.S. interior. He is a documented member of Ceranos. Shernos. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Sound like some kind of cartel gang name. A DHS official told local media. Looks like El Salvador has a temp status order. No removals in 2021. That's why he was released after being deported from the US. We don't know if he was going back and forth. They could have long-term cases, just like we have long-term cases where he was charged much later in a conspiracy, which times we have him here. Agilto Guerrero has also been wanted in El Salvador for terrorism and organized crime stemming from 2016, 2018, and 2024 charges. So it kind of sounds like to me he was going back traveling or whatever, going back and forth from here to El Salvador, El Salvador to here. He was going over there doing stuff. He was over here doing stuff. Um, Prayers goes out to this family and their family. Um, like the man said, nobody deserves to die like that. More likely, innocent people, especially a little 2-year-old boy. He didn't get to live his life. And they talking about they detained them and arrested them and all that. Right? To me, these kind of people like this don't deserve to breathe air. Let's take them out back. Less paperwork. You know what I mean? Let's go into court, spending taxpayer dollars, wasting people's time. Shit, I throw his ass out there and out there to the alligators at alligator Alcatraz. But yeah, but this is sad, and notice CNN and people that they're not talking about this at all. And it's been several cases been happening like this, especially during the 4 years that their border was wide open like it was, and nobody didn't vet it. That's why we got sleeper cells here now. They don't really want to talk about that either. You got sleeper cell people that shooting stuff and they yelling, "Allah snack bar." Shout out to Ben Dice for that one. I like when he said that. He said Allah snack bar, folks. But yeah, that's crazy though. And Democrats are holding up for DHS to get funded, and in other words, the TSA folks at the airport not getting paid and stuff like that, because y'all want to advocate and fight for these people right here. Like I said, I didn't say all illegals are violent ones. You got the violent ones, but then you still got the ones that's here illegally. You still got to go. But these right here, they most definitely got to go. And I don't know. I mean, because you can't invade other countries like this. Some other countries, they'll shoot you at your border, try to get over there illegally. If you don't have a border, you don't have a country. Yeah, and they holding out people like this, Allah, the Allah Akbar folks or whatever, the radical Islamics. Not saying all Muslims are like that. They're not. What I'm talking about them radical ones. Um, and it makes so strange when it come down to people like like the Palestinian people or or these radical Islamic people, especially the radical Islamic people. I be seeing, and this is crazy, the LGBTQ community, they be out there advocating for the radical Islamic people too. Leave them alone. They so and so, and um, some went viral where a lady was asking different people on the street, "You feel Trump? I mean, do you feel comfortable around a Trump supporter, or do you feel comfortable around a radical Islamic person?" And every last one of them crazy some bitches said, "I feel comfortable around the radical Islamics." And they showed, some LGBT folks was supporting them folks too. Them Allah Akbar folks, and they screamed at, those folk right there. But my thing is, y'all stupid as hell. They throw y'all off a roof over there in their country. Another thing that they was trying to that they call it said that they was talking about doing, making what did I heard it on another show this morning. I was listening to it at work, the righteous perspective, and they were saying that they was talking about making what is it, Islamic phobia. I was like, man, I'm like them, y'all just making up words like that, coming up with a bill or whatever, to come up with something that's, like a bill or pause or whatever that, not to have Islamic phobia. Well, if that's the case, we need to have one to come up then called Christian phobia then. Because this is an attack on Christianity and people not paying attention to that. But I feel bad though, for this family. Prayers goes out to this family. And so they say he's gonna be charged or whatever, but I don't know what happens after that. I don't know where he do his time here and then they just deport him back or what. But there's too many of these stories like this, and they're not getting talked about. Everybody want to people want to overlook it, like CNN, MSNBC, them, they want to overlook it. Don't even want to talk about it. Even though we know a lot of these people came in here doing when them borders were wide open, and they quick to say, well, Trump shouldn't do this and he shouldn't do that and he can't do this. Y'all didn't tell Biden, hey, you can't leave them borders wide open like that, man. You got to close them borders. Well, I can't close the borders. I don't have the power to close the borders. We need a bipartisan to be able to close the borders. No, we don't. There's laws already on the book for that. And that's what a lot of people didn't know. The ones that was saying, well, they shot the bipartisan bill down with him to close the borders. You don't need no bill to close no borders. Don't want to fund DHS. And then Democrats and Chuck Schumer and them, they get on their news platform, them CNN and all them, they go there and lie. Well, the Republicans, they run all three branches. They can open it up anytime they want to. They choose to shut it down. That's a lie. Yes, Republicans run all three branches. But to pass that bill, Republicans need 60 votes when they only have like what, 50, 52 or so. So they need all the votes from y'all side. And every last one of y'all are shooting down because you don't want to fund DHS, which include that's funding ICE, that's funding the people that's securing the border patrol people. All these people are part of the law enforcement government. And you don't want to fund them. But TSA, they getting wrapped up in that too because there's government. And those people are not getting checks. So but yeah, this is a sad story right here. Um and when I do run up on these kind of stores, I do, show it and kind of talk about it, get my, little reaction, reaction to it or whatever. Because it's not talked about and I hope it gets out. You'll think the CNN and all of them they'll be talking about it. No, it don't fit. It doesn't fit their narrative. So no, they're not going to talk about it. So y'all tell me what y'all think. Leave your comments below. And thanks for stopping by at the Memphis Conservative channel. Subscribe, hit the like button, share the video, and comment. Peace.